Hello and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time on this channel, you're welcome. I am A.H.P and I'm an author and I also do business. Now today's video is basically for that part of my channel where we talk about real life issues. But this time it's going to be real life issues mixed with a little bit of business, okay? So I'm going to be processing customer orders, okay? But I'm going to do a chit chat with you about basically things I wish I knew as a childcare provider, you know. So let's get into today's video. So basically I've had two orders today, and these are the assorted wooden pencils. Okay, so this is for the educational section of my eBay store basically, and so yeah, so normally I use emailer bags, okay, but I'm going to use a combination of emailer bag and bubble lined envelope. Okay, so my second order is Cow and Gate first infant milk from birth. Okay, now that is for the all things baby section of my eBay store, because I've got a children's boutique called Little Ones All Things Baby. So basically the all things tag line is means that we can provide everything that babies need, okay, or mums need for their babies, okay, or baby. So this is the bubble lined envelope. Okay, I use the Parker Post. Okay, and this is the A4. It's size D is called. Okay, so there's normally 4 in there. I used one yesterday, and so I'm gonna use another one, and then there'll be 2 left. And then that means I need to order some more because I only had 2 packs of that. So you can get these from your post office or even from the stationery section of your local supermarket, places like Tesco, Asda, Wilko, I think WH Smith as well. So yeah, you can check them out. Marks and Spencer's, I'm not sure if they have a stationery section, but you can check. And so yeah, so basically I used to provide childcare because I was working towards registering my business, registering as a childminder to provide childcare in my home and also in children's homes. Okay, but before that, before I went through the entire process, I used to still provide on a childcare on a freelance basis. Basically, it meant that parents had the option of either dropping children to me in my home, or me going into their home and looking after their children until they return from either a business excursion, a business trip, or work for the day, or an evening out, okay, or from weekend away or something like that, of the sort. Okay, so I've put the product in there already. So then I removed the seal and sealed it, and then after that I used self-adhesive self-adhesive labels, okay, so I don't need to lick anything or to put glue or anything like that. It's already sticky. Okay, so I stick that this is where I'll write my customer's details, and then so things like their name, their address, and then I'll take one of these thank you for your order note, okay, which is also self-adhesive, so I don't need to stick any glue or lick anything to make it sticky. So I pop that here, and when my customer receives it, they'll know that I actually appreciate them, because if they were coming to collect their order in person, I would have been able to say thank you to them. So because this is being delivered directly to their home via the post office, Royal Mail, this lets them know that I still appreciate them. Okay, so then I'm not going to write their details on camera. I'm going to do it off camera because of data protection. Okay, so that is one order done. So yeah, so as I was saying, let's go back to the chit chat. So I used to provide that, and so many things happened that I wish I knew before actually, you know, taking on certain clients. Not all my clients were bad. I had some really, really good clients, you know, paying clients, and but then I had some who wouldn't pay, so that's one of the things that I wish I knew. This is a jumbo mailing bag, so I'm going to take one of that. There's 3 of them. Actually, I don't think I'll use that. Okay, let me finish the chit chat and then I'll come back to this one. Okay, so that's one thing I wish I knew, like that, you know, some people wouldn't pay me, and I wish I put procedure in place in order to be able to get paid. Okay, and so I didn't have that in place, so people could just come like, and they'll say, oh, I don't have the money today, I don't have the money today, I don't have the money, I don't have the money, I don't have the money, I don't have the money. And then you're like, well, you're not paying me. Like, what's going on? And so yeah, so that's one thing I learned. And then number 2, so I would say that in order for you to get paid, make sure you write out your procedure, like have a written contract where the parents or the carers of the child or children you're looking after actually sign to say they're going to pay you, but not only to sign to say they're going to pay you, like take advance payments. This is something that I wish I knew, like take advance payments before looking after their child. So basically they should drop, what's it called? They should give you the money before they leave their children with you. Some parents should have to do that. There are parents who are really good that they just know to put money aside. However, not everybody's like that. They know like when they're coming to pick up their child, they'll give it to you. They're good like that. But then there are others who will try to avoid payment. So they'll say, oh, I'll do it at the end of the day, and then the end of the day comes and they say they don't have it. Okay? So make sure you do that. You gauge parents like that. And then second one, I used to go into people's homes and provide childcare. Now, a lot of people normally say, you know, like, watch out for the house help, you know, babysitter or the people that come into your home to work. But I would say watch out for the people who also live in the houses, like for example the men, the women, like watch out for that, because they can put like literally your life in danger. And so that's one thing I learned, that not everybody is trustworthy like that. So I remember this scenario, right? And this scenario basically, I used to live in the house that I was looking after the child in. Okay, so then the mom was like, oh, I'm going away, and I've got my daughter. Like, make sure like you take her to school because my husband's going to be working. I was like, no problem. Um, no problem. And and then they were like, oh, make sure like the breakfast, the dinner, everything was sorted. Just a case of dropping and picking up the child from school, and then like over the weekend, like the child's friend would come over as well because she used to do childcare. So I took her job for that time. Okay, so when the night, like, I picked up the children, nothing was wrong, da 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 da. And then I had my daughter because obviously we lived in that place. And then the children went to bed and everything. So it was now evening time, nighttime, and I went out and everything. So I just said hello to the guy, the husband, the woman's husband, right? Lo and behold, he was drinking, so he's never like had made a pass towards me or anything like that. So I wasn't like, as in, I wasn't ready for what he was gonna try and do. So he was drinking. So he was watching YouTube, something on online YouTube, and then after that, like, I was like, oh, do you need anything? And he was like, nah, I'm fine, da, 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 all of that, right? So I'm sitting there, and then I was like, oh, I'm just going to bed. Imagine the guy got up, walked to the door, and then he was like, oh, come, can we do something? Like, come, like, trying to make a move on me, and I was like, nah, don't you dare, like, don't even dare. Like, I was ready to handle him, like, as in, beat him. And then I was just like, no, don't even try, don't do that. And then I like never saw him in the same light again, as in like cringe. So I would say be careful, like be careful as a childcare provider, like be careful if you're a babysitter, you know, childminder or parent, be careful, like when you go, especially when you do overnight stays or even during the day. Like I've had people who act iffy even during the day, like in broad daylight. So just be aware of those things, and you are well within your right to decline such a client, or yeah, to decline such a client altogether. But I didn't know until that happened, and then I was just like, no, I'm not gonna be doing that. Like, no, in homes where there's males and then iffy females, no. So those are things that you should be aware of in terms of sexual what would I call it? Sexual harassment. Yeah, sexual harassment. So be aware of that, okay? So that brings us to the next one, which I'm going to do, okay? This, like I said, is an infant milk from birth, and it already has like teats, okay? Teats, so it's ready made, and you just take one and give to your baby. And again, it's available on our eBay store, and yeah. So I'll be back in a minute, guys. Let me go and grab another mailing bag. I'm back. So I got the A3 because the other one was a jumbo one, which is too big. So, oh yeah, side note, just make sure that, you know, you get different sizes if you are going to do you know, like an online store. Make sure you get different sized packaging, okay, so that, you know, you won't have problems when you are actually packaging your products for your customers. So this is the A3 one, and I'm going to put the milk in there. So again, this is self-adhesive, and the thing with this one, you can't reopen it, so you have to always make sure that you've put everything that you need in there. Okay, that should go in the parcel in there. Okay, so I know that it's just one item that I need, so I'll put that in there. And then I'm going to fold this, okay, into half. So, but before I do that, I'm going to put, again, self-adhesive label so that I can write my customer's details on them. Okay, so I'll put, okay, so I'll put it there, like so. Okay, so that when I fold it, it's going to be neat. And then, remember that self-adhesive, thank you for your order note. I take one, and I'm just going to pop that on the side as well. So yeah, I'll say be aware of those things. Like I said, back to the chit chat. Be aware of those things. Okay, so that you don't put yourself in danger. If you have any questions, put it in the comment section. You're probably wondering, did I tell the wife? No, I didn't tell the wife. Because like he didn't do anything. Like he didn't, when I just moved away and backed off and like made him know that nothing will happen, he didn't pursue any further. So I just thought it's wisdom. Okay. And but yeah, they're no longer in our lives, so it's fine. So yeah, just make sure that you're aware. If you have any questions to do with business, I'm going to wrap up this video here now. If you have any questions to do with online business, online store, any kind of business like that, put it in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to respond to you. If it's too personal for the comment section, send me a DM on my Facebook or my Instagram, and I'll be more than happy to respond. I know some of you have asked for help to set up your online stores. Now, when you ask me such questions, I expect you to make time to actually go on to setting up your online store. Like, don't just ask me the question and then I say yes and then you are not making time, especially when I'm making time to come and see you or to talk to you over the phone or virtually, through through Facebook or Instagram calls. Like, make sure that you make that time, because time is actually precious. So book it for times when you know you can actually do it. Don't just book it and then you don't make the time for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay. Other than that, nothing else. Just remember that, you know, if you want to order any product, you can go on my eBay store. We have international shipping. Whether you're in the UK or outside of the UK, you can still place your orders with us and you will receive your orders. Okay. I shall see you guys in the next video. Bye.